So come on in, take a sip, and let's wind down on the Sunday grid. And today I'm doing the Laufner. I went yesterday. I tell you what, I finished with the grids yesterday just in time to get into the little wine store before they closed, and I grabbed another bottle of the Laufner. And again, it's just fabulous. So cannot recommend it enough. I mean, not a single bit could I recommend this enough. The glass is a little fogged over because, well, I had to put it in the fridge overnight. But you know what? That's really about how I'd want to drink a Riesling anyway. So there you go. It's not bad stuff. Good on the nose, good on the palate. And a genuine pleasure. Okay, so we have a David Kwong. Oh, okay. I'm fairly certain this is the same David Kwong who does magic shows and has constructed so many grids in the past. And I think we're going to be in for a real treat when it comes to difficulty. So I guess we're going to find that out. Perhaps I'm wrong. Maybe it's not going to be as it was in the past, right? Was also a younger solver back then too. So we'll see. All right, so for Sunday, December 15th, David Kwong, edited by Joel Faliano. Let's jump into this grid. Art heist. It's going to have to be great, right? Okay, so that is a huge grid. Okay, every Sunday it takes my breath away. All right. Chess players study. 3 in Torino. Trey. Oh, come on. Get your fingers on the right keys, Christopher. Letters associated with baseball and batteries. So would that be double A's or just triple A? I don't see any reason to believe that it would be triple A. Okay, I need to turn off my phone. I'm getting too many texts all of a sudden, just a spate of them, right? They're just coming at me in rapid fire, staccato. So I guess chess players' study could be tactics. And let's see what we got now. Many 90s music purchases. Oh, yes, I remember. And they were so cool. They were so compact. They were discs, but you couldn't put them on the record player. Crunchy root vegetables. I'm assuming radishes. Must we have some sort of exotic something or other that I'm not familiar with. Painting stolen from 101 Across. Okay. Probably not going to make a habit of running around here doing this. Health professional focused on nutrition. Well, that'd either be a nutritionist, and that would be in the clue. So I manage a dietitian, but it's going to be way too long for a dietitian. So I don't know. I think we're just going to stick with what we know and what we can do here. Winter setting in New England. And again, that would be Eastern Standard. Time. So I don't know how that's not going to fit either. So, okay. Like the Beatles yesterday, key-wise. Oh, that's right. That's a crazy song. Very few. It starts off in F. One of the very first songs I learned how to play. Painting song. I mean, is this a Titian? Enjoys as a hobby, is into, gets irritated by, maybe chafes? Nope. Chafes at. As you can see, I'm really getting concerned with all of this here. Title for mention or Murkowski, and it would be senator. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. I guess I just need to quit and just solve what I can figure out I can solve, I guess. 60s campus activist group, be the Students for a Democratic Society. Plum variety used in spirits, and that would be slow. It's in slow gin, little slow berries. Certain emergency message. Man, that's a good wine. I'm just here to tell you. Architectural annexes, guess could be L's. place to keep plants. Sill. All right. First cars made by Ford, and those were Model A's. Okay, fertilizer compound. I guess we're talking about the salt, potassium, so probably, or potassium salt, so potash. Yeah, I'm just not falling for it. Grid. Not gonna be jumping around this grid. Not going to your beck and call. I'm gonna get what I can get and go from there. Painting, stoling from 7 to 1. Okay. Hair removal brand. I'm assuming we're talking about Nair. Blank center. Salinger's for blank with love and scorn, and that would be for Esme. He doesn't get near the credit for that being as great as it is. So I guess right now we're looking at either a Manet or a Monet, huh? Penn and Teller, fool us, error. I don't know. So I guess this could be a rec center. Bronx cheer. What? What is it? That's what I understand the Bronx cheer to be. Abundant. Okay. Eccentric types. Oh my God. This is already turning into a circuitous mess, isn't it? I don't know. Blank. We're waiting. Maybe while we're waiting. Cactus-like plants. Cashless deal could be a swap. Duffer's obstacle. Okay. Hunter on high. Maybe Orion. So these could be aloes. Sakalo. Eccentric types. That would be a K, so maybe Kooks. Not very nice. Made Isaac, maybe Ogled. So I guess we've got a pond here, and I think we've got Kahlo here, and this looks like it's going to be a Sargent, so I don't know. Certain emergency message could be an alert text. Yeah, wow. Okay, so 1984 Drudge would be a prole. And I found myself, for years after I read 1984. Gosh, I mean, I was in my teens, and all of a sudden everybody was a prole. I mean, unless you were white collar, a member of the elite class, or nothing but a prole. The proletariats among us. Oh yeah, it was bad. Capital on the Rio de la Plata, and that's, I do believe, Buenos Aires, but looks like we've got a different thing going on here too. I don't even know. Looks like East Standard Time. I feel like maybe we can put that in. And so this is probably Mel-Ott. God, I hate having to run around like this, though. I really do. Legendary Giant. Yes. Okay. Got it. Can we stick into one area here? The puzzle's already ginormous, if you know what I mean. So I guess we've got a Monet here, and I guess Penn and Teller Fool Us is aired on the CW. I have no idea what's happening with this Bronx cheer. Abundant. Anchors Away Group, United States Navy. Abundant. I don't know. I mean, I don't have a clue what to go with on the other one. I feel like I'm doing part of the Guardian grid right now. Like, got nothing to work with there. Downhill event. Well, I feel like I can pretty safely put in slalom. Innocent sort. Wait a minute. Where did this, okay, so painting stolen from 35 across. Do you see, God, this is so circuitous. Do you see how we could get Buenos Aires, but that E and that A right here. So if I put in Buenos Aires, I mean, let me just try it. I'm trying to work this out in my head, so please. But I think if I put in Buenos Aires, but then right here to here, so if I put in Sergeant from here, the Sergeant, Buenos Aires, so then that was a Sergeant, then I would have Buenos Aires, Argentina, Argentina. I don't know if that's where this is supposed to go, but see if it was stolen from Buenos Aires, Argentina, and that spells out the sergeant. So if I took that sergeant and I put that in here, right there, Buenos Aires would be the S, and then A-R-G-E-N-T, Ina, yeah. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. From an innocent sort could be a naif. Gosh. God of the Quran would be Allah. Charles de Gaulle's birthplace was Lille. So I guess abundant would be numerous. Even-handed could be fair. And wow, hodgepodges. Haven't seen this in a long time. That is not a very common word these days. In the 90s, it was in every grid. It just seems like oleo was in every grid. Bar with hashish pipes. So some partners in lesbian couples. I mean, I think this is a hookah bar, but I think I saw it lit up. I don't know. I don't know what to do with these crosses. I feel like I should just focus on the downs. I guess that's what I'm going to do for the time being. Surgeon's stitch. Okay, suture. Gotta get what I know. Actress Creel of Saved by the Bell. Never seen a single episode. But I think that's, well, I don't know. Is it Gina? I can't remember. I used to know this. One step at a time. Niçoise, salad need. What do you got? Boiled egg, vinaigrette, tuna. So, is this another N? Wouldn't know. Wait a minute. Eastern. Wow. Motel proprietor and psycho. Mr. Bates. Not the same one from Downton Abbey, but now we're talking about the crazy American Norman. Alright, okay, so I think this is probably going to be Ernst. I can't work it out in my head right now without a pencil and paper because this is just really ridiculous. So I think if I were to put Ernst in there, or Eastern Stan. So instead of that I, if I put Ernst in there, I would have Eastern Standard Time. Okay, this makes sense. And so Popeye's witchy foe in early comics, and that would be the sea hag. And I do actually remember that. It was way into syndication by the time I was watching cartoons, but I do recall the cartoons. So I guess a shore. Root in some speckled chips, and I'm assuming we're talking about taro. Baseball grade Hershiser, and that'd be oral. Catches on, so maybe gets wise. All right, Franz, who composed the Merry Widow, and I think that's Lahar, but I don't know for sure. Acme's antonym would be a nadir. I mean, Acme being a high point, a nadir being a low point. They just throw an antonym to throw some people off, but don't let it bother you. Pillow cover. All right. Why did I do that? Okay. Think aloud. Maybe muse? Crumple into a ball. Maybe wad up. Identifies. I don't know. Maybe pegs. I'm going to check these things, though. Opened or closed like an eye in film lingo, and that would be to iris. Abandons. Maybe ditches. Though in aviation, if you're ditching, it means you're leaving your landing gear up and you're just ditching in the water. When you ditch, you're putting it in the water. Really interesting, too. Health professional, focus on nutrition. Yeah, we went through this. So I guess we're going to be going on a registered dietitian, but how that's going to get broken up by which artist and what was stolen and where, I have no idea. So let's just get what we can get. A Xerox is to a coffee machine, as I guess Saran is to kitchen wrap. Very nice. Right now, you mean stat, or did you mean like stat? It was a New Yorker medical cartoon that I actually framed and put in my office at the clinic headquarters. Abbreviation on a musical score, maybe Tommy to crescendo. Big initials and fuel adjectives, I'm assuming STP. This is probably a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. I don't know. Mapped out again. Maybe replotted. And no longer interested in. Maybe over. Plunder archaically. Oh, maybe to heave. Isn't it? Maybe to heave in a hoe. A reeve. I don't know. God, that's such an old term. I mean, I've never willingly used it in a sentence, right? So I don't know, but I guess champing at the bit could be eager. And I'm not a prescriptive grammarian. I'm a descriptive linguist, but yeah, it is champing at the bit, though. I get it. I mean, we used it enough now. Chomping at the bit is a thing. But really, champing is the original thing, and it meant the same thing. It's just kind of an interesting process there, isn't it? I'm going to go with Reeve here, but fashions in a way. Fastens in a way. Adjust to is a thermostat, maybe to set at. So I guess this is tapes. Painting stolen from 53 across, like a car's wheels. I guess these could be axled. So I guess we gotta dig us. Digga. Informal speech would be slang. Bergen's dummy Mortimer, and that would be snurd. And again, way before my time, but I do know what it is. I do remember seeing the reruns. Half a truth is often a great lie. Okay, most boring. Connecticut coastal town near Stamford. Yeah, someone's gonna know that. Got it. Okay. All right, we gotta get into some order here. I'm making myself crazy here. Let's just get up and do what we can do here. Schedules. No, I think those would be slates. I don't know how we're gonna get through this thing without having a mistake. In fact, it seems like it's just not gonna happen. We're gonna have to actually reveal or just call it good and see what happens. Oodles could be a lot. Okay, so slates. Leanna. Stua. What is that? Suture. Okay, sorry. I'm just wanting to make sure you don't get hung up later. This is a crazy grid today. Ancient Greek region for which part of the Mediterranean is named. That would be Ionia. Novelist, Nobelist, Bohr. I was about to say, not a novelist. Bohr is a physicist. Roll for J. Silverheels would be Tonto. Basic skateboard trick. First one I ever learned. And we got a solution strength being a titer. Okay, good. Fat used in candle making. I do believe that's suet. Some partners and lesbian couples. I don't know, and I'm not going to know what that is. I don't know how to. This is not a hookah bar. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Fog and haze generated for a theatrical production. Those are usually smoke effects, so... Nose round. I guess that could be to snoop. So, I mean, I'm imagining this could be films. So, Blank Clan, iconic hip-hop group of the 1990s, and I think that's the Wu-Tang. I mean, I know it's the Wu-Tang, but I don't think, but I think they're looking for this answer here. And I have no idea. They don't know what they're doing with that. Customary practice. Maybe want. Neighborhood grocery stores. Those are bodegas. Prefix with health could be telehealth. Dark in poésie would be ebon. Like some vowels and memories, maybe long. 90 degrees from norte would be este. So I've got a hoof lounge. Okay. I don't. Online tracker, maybe a cookie. Old line trinket shop vendors. Painting stolen from. I'm assuming this is Goya. So Goya. So if we replace this W up here at 33 across with Goya, then you would have Go Yankees. Circuitous. If not Sisyphean. Flat out. Probably a circuitous Sisyphean task. That's what it feels like we've got here. Twitch could be a spasm. So Tour de France units could be kilometers. And I guess these are probably toy men. Well, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on there. Okay. Member of La Familia could be Tia. Male turkey is considered a tom. It feels like we're pretty safe doing the downs. So I guess most boring, and I'm really stretching this, but I don't have a clue what's going on with this up here. Connecticut. Well, that could be Darien. So I guess lines at a theater could be dialogue. Annual star-studded the Met Gala, yes. Okay, a nursing one has snaps. I think we're talking about a bra. Claudius vis-a-vis King Hamlet. Yeah, I mean, I would have said murderer, and that would have fit. But I guess we're talking about a poisoner, and that's how he did it. Actress de Armas of Nice, and that would be Anna. So this is so I think this is just probably Mary. I think we put that in there because see how this right here, if this D were Dolly, it would spell out Mary had a little lamb. So I haven't seen Dolly yet. I'm just assuming it's coming from January 1st until now. How about year to date? Attacked by mosquitoes, maybe bitten. Desensitizes, probably numbs. Iditarod entries, we sleds. One day I'm going to do that. Comedian Johnson of Laughing, maybe art. Okay, and Uma Thurman, male being held while on vacation. Good Lord, we're already at 25 minutes here. Has the gumption. Painting stolen from, okay. Well, okay, fine. Land in the sea, perhaps an isle. Corporate department, I'm going with sales just because. Toronto team for short. I think the Leafs. Maybe got a life. Culmination of many a Law and Order episode. Never seen an episode. Household appliance that makes a hissing sound. No idea. Painting stolen from... Oh, which one was this? Oh, that was the smoke effects. So this is clearly looking like it's going to be an O'Keefe. And if you put that in where that A is at 77 across, that would make smoke effects. Yeah, I see it now. Okay. So I don't know what that is. Bout enders for short, probably knockouts. Places of refuge could be oases. I guess that could be a steam iron. I don't know. I'm thinking that would be Miro, but I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to go with it. I mean, I kind of quit overthinking it because I'm sitting here going nuts, just thinking, and I'm probably going to have something wrong, and I'm not even going to know where to begin to find it, and it's just going to irritate me. So, deception, maybe flam, maybe. Flimsy is an excuse, maybe lame. That helps me with flam. Director Duvernay, that would be Ava. Shankar, that would be Ravi. Minnesota Congresswoman Elon Omar. And I, again, forgot that we were at the end of this thing. And, okay, we're going to have to take a look at it because I could see from the half angle that this is, we've got a few things. So, okay, I was framed. Okay, that's clever. So where each one of these titular points, if you will, is where you would have to then insert the name of the piece that was stolen or from the artist from whom the painting was created and then by extension stolen. I don't know. So again, from 1 to 10. And so this would definitely where the Miro falls in here. So steam iron. Mary had a little lamb, and that would be our dolly that we uncovered over here. So yeah, all of that makes sense. And yeah, this is just so difficult to even try to keep up with. But it is what it is. And I mean, I'm not being a jerk. I mean, this was a very well made. This was a great grid. But it was a lot of work, wasn't it? I mean, this isn't exactly like sit down and relax on a Sunday afternoon kind of puzzle, you know, rainy day, you know, cup of hot cocoa or a glass of wine and do the crossword. No. This was no kidding work. But I feel pretty accomplished and pretty amazed that we got through it without any issues, right? So kudos in every way whatsoever. So David Kwong, well done. But man, what a circuitous, almost Sisyphean task to get through this thing. So as a construction goes, as far as having any inelegant material, none whatsoever. This was literally very well done. But it was a marathon. So cheers to you. Well done out there. This is fantastic. So we'll go ahead and scuttle this off until tomorrow and bring down our Benny Adadu. And until I see you tomorrow for the Monday grid, we have the mini and the grid, and then we have the Guardian, which we resume on Mondays. It just said they don't have one on Sundays, so I don't mess with it. But if you have never done the Guardian quick crossword in the London newspaper, get an account. It's really inexpensive, and check it out. It's probably one of the hardest things if you don't speak British English, which is English, right? You know, it feels like when I'm doing it, it's like I don't even understand the language I'm using, right? I'm caulking a snook or a tiddling or just all these different words, you know. A Barney, by the way, is an argument. And so is an argy-bargy, which is just kind of a bad situation. Really interesting stuff, but I'm learning so much British slang and idioms, and it's just such a pleasure. So if you haven't seen that, you might want to give it a shot or give it a try yourselves. And I want to thank everybody for liking and subscribing and for being here and for being so supportive and helping me grow this community. It just means the literal world to me. So thank you all. And until we see you again, auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss, servus, grüß Gott, ciao, Cin-Cin, au revoir. Masalamati, que tengas unos lindos días. Annyeonghaseyo. Be well, take care of yourselves, take care of your friends, and take especially good care of the people behind you in line. Be well.